Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of U.S. History Made Plain. I'm a high school history teacher trying to make history as fun and interesting for my students as possible. Let's talk about the war with Mexico. So when he went to Congress, the Northern Whigs, like Abraham Lincoln, who was in his first year as a representative for Illinois, opposed the war, did not want to go to war, thought that war was a bad idea, and they also felt like Polk was stretching the truth about Mexico coming into America and killing 11 soldiers on American soil. Now, remember with that, according to Americans and according to what Americans believed and the treaty that was signed by Santa Anna at gunpoint, it was America. However, Mexico did not accept that treaty. So to Mexicans, where that battle took place or where those 11 people were killed was still considered Mexico. So both who were fighting have different ideas or different definitions of where that actually took place. The protests of the Northern Whigs didn't matter though, because there were enough people on both sides of the House that agreed and wanted to go to war, and the war resolution was passed. Most of the war was fought in Mexico by small armies. General Stephen Kearny was able to take Santa Fe and the New Mexican territory, as well as Southern California, with an army that was never bigger than 1,500 people. John C. Fremont, along with some American civilians, a few naval officers, and some army soldiers, was able to overthrow Mexican rule in Northern California in June of 1846, and they were able to proclaim California to be an independent republic with a bear on its flag, or the Bear Flag Republic. So remember, Polk told Zachary Taylor to take an army towards the Rio Grande. Well, they finally got there. And when they got there, him and his 6,000 soldiers were able to drive the Mexican army out of Texas. They also crossed the Rio Grande and defeated the Mexican army in a huge battle at Buena Vista in February of 1847. And also, President Polk sent Winfield Scott and an army of 14,000 American soldiers into central Mexico, where they were able to take the city of Veracruz and Mexico City. Now, before people from Mexico come and get on me, listen, I got all this information from a U.S. history book that was written here in the U.S. Yes, it really looks like America went into Mexico and just annihilated this war. It did not seem like there was anything that the Americans lost except for those 11 men at the beginning of the war, which I know obviously could not be true if it's an actual war. However, I am just giving you the information that I have from the book that I was given. So don't be too mad at me that this U.S. history course that came from a U.S. history book makes the U.S. look like the victors.